Hey, it's Kevin. Thanks for coming by for the No BS social media chat. You know, the one thing I see no matter how long you've been doing social media, doesn't matter if you're a newcomer, doesn't matter if you've been doing it for over a decade like me, sometimes you just get distracted. You let the world distract you. And it could be people who hate you. It could be the people online who are just, saying bad things about you or just kind of baiting you, trying to get you to comment. Or it could even be the super fans you have, whether you're a business or a media personality or a recording artist. And you can't stop focusing on the big picture. You can't stop focusing on your plan. Now, the big question is, what's your plan? Because we've talked about that before. You need to have some kind of, I don't care if it's an outline, I don't care if it's a strategy, I don't care what you call it, some kind of roadmap to help guide you through your social media. Because anybody who's just winging it is going to do well sometimes and poorly other times, but not know what they're doing, not know when to capitalize on something, not know when they've hit upon something that people really care about. So you got to have some kind of plan. For lack of a better term, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Now, it's one thing to deviate from the plan every now and again on your terms. You know what? Sometimes it's like driving on a vacation. You drive down the road, sometimes you got to stop and go to the bathroom, sometimes you got to stop and get something to eat. Sometimes you just want to wander off the beaten path just to go exploring and sightseeing and things like that. And it's not part of the plan, but you build in that time. Well, it's the same thing with social media. You can waver off the plan for a short time, but don't let the distractions take you away from the plan. The only entity, the only person, the only thing that can take you away from your plan is you. And it's when you decide to get off plan. It's easy to get distracted. I mean, just the world of politics right now can easily distract you. I've spent more time hiding people, not because I agree with them, not because I disagree with them, but because I just don't want to deal with all the political rhetoric and all the political BS that's out there. I know how I feel. There's nothing any social media post can say, do, or make me change my attitudes. They're pretty well built at this point. So go ahead and discuss that if you want, but I'm not going to let it distract me, because I've got focus. And I'll be honest with you, even I get distracted. Even I lose focus at times, trying to do too much, trying to focus on one thing when it's like, it's almost like, I call it going down the rabbit hole. It's almost like I start focusing on something and I go down and I'm like, oh, okay, that was actually a waste of time. I've spent more time and wasted more time focusing on that than I probably should have. Well, the same thing can go for you. The one thing that can distract you most are the fans, the followers, the friends. But it's not just the normal interactions. It's the super fans. I work a lot with recording artists, and a lot of them have super fans who, if you give them the opportunity, will pepper you with 1,000 questions one at a time. And the minute you reply to them, boom, they're back on it. You can't do that. You can't let that distract you, because I've seen some artists get caught up in that, where they spend more time and focus on that one person. And while that's nice, you got to look at a bigger picture too. It's important to focus on a broad group of people, but you'd be hyper-focused on a smaller group of people. Targeted on a smaller group of people. You've got to try to be nice to everybody without focusing too much on one person. You just won't build fast enough. You won't build enough momentum and steam. And sadly, in music, that's what it's all about. Same thing works for media personalities. Again, they can have some fans and some listeners or some viewers who are just so focused on them, and you can spend all your life dealing with them. Because once you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Same thing for a small business. You can't let the haters distract you from what you're doing. You know what? You deal with the haters. You find a way to implement a plan to deal with them, to work with them, but don't let it distract you. I know it's easy to get distracted, but you got to focus on avoiding the distraction. You've got to focus on, staying with the plan. Simple enough. That's all it is. And there are no secrets. There are no magic bullets, if you will, for fixing this, for making sure it works. You just have to stay focused. And again, have the plan. You do have a plan, don't you? We've probably talked about the plan, or about creating a plan, or having a strategy dozens of times, if not more, throughout these no BS talks. Stay focused to the plan. I don't care if you have to laminate the plan and keep it by you. Put it down in writing. That's a good thing too. Back next week, another no BS social media chat. You want to talk more about distractions? You want to talk more about, even putting together a plan? I'll be glad to chat, absolutely free. My phone number, coming up. My email address, that's coming up too. However you want to get in touch with me, whatever works for you, I'm game. I'm open to it. Our website, nobssocial.com, with all these videos. IntensityMedia.com, our main website. As well, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us anywhere. We're not hard to find. Wherever you found us this week, come on back. Another No BS social media chat next week. Thanks so much. Have a great one.